Hi everyone, it's Deidre. Welcome to the first days of 2021. We made it. The dumpster fire that was 2020 is at least 24 to 48 hours behind some of us, and we are all better for it. I think we can all have a collective sigh. We can definitely say that there was a shared experience and we came through it with varying perspectives. And one thing that was not necessarily varying, but a shared experience, is the concept of public health that was definitely introduced to some and reintroduced to others. And for some of us, it was just a refresher. For those of us in the field of public health, it definitely was just something that we live, breathe, and think every day, all day. So when we're hearing things on the news about that nasty little pandemic we call COVID and the havoc that it wrought, a lot of what we're hearing is how public health works and the information and data needed to help fuel public health, right? So for this first post, I'd like to really go into public health and ask the question, what is public health? And like I said, for those of us in the field, we know it. We think it, breathe it, live it, speak it every day. So for some of us, this is a refresher. And for those of you who are not in the field and maybe don't know, this is a chance to learn and hear all about what public health professionals do by hearing the very basic of what it means to have, or what public health means. So I like to start with the basics. Public health is comprised of two words, public and health. So at the very base, the official definition of public is of or concerning the people. Pretty simple, right? I think we can all kind of figure out without even looking at the dictionary what public means. The definition of health is a little bit trickier. The official definition in the dictionary is the state of being that is free of illness or injury. So that's pretty straightforward and simple. However, I think health is a little bit more dynamic and complex than that. And that's because it really can't be a one size fits all. It's not a universal definition because it encompasses so many dimensions of well-being: spiritual, emotional, physical, cultural, environmental, and many, many more. So the health of an individual should be determined by their natural state in combination with the relative standards of their community. Now that can even lead us to wondering, well, who is in our community? What are our communities? Are we clear what the boundaries and definitions of our communities are? That tidbit is a little food for thought for the next time. So back to public health. So at bare minimum, when we put the two words together, public health is concerning the health or overall complete state of well-being of the people. Now, the definition that is widely accepted by public health organizations the world over, such as the World Health Organization, the CDC, the American Public Health Association, states that the actual definition of public health is the art and or science of preventing disease, prolonging life, and promoting health through organized societal efforts. So basically, it's about promoting the health of the people in their communities. So how do we do this? So it's public health campaigns like wash your hands, wear your mask, strategic media campaigns that focus on either a specific population or a specific neighborhood or community. And those can be considered population health or neighborhood health and community health. Again, those are things that we can get into later. So when we think about public health, it's just as dynamic as the actual definition of health, in that public health is just one of several approaches to understanding health. You have public health, biomedical and biological approaches, you have environmental approaches, health education approaches, spiritual approaches, and there's many more. And when all of these approaches are actually put together, they can form one huge positive impact in reducing the high rates of death and disease. So there you have it. That's the definition of public health and why we need it, why we use it, and why it's important. Stay tuned for more information from my channel as we follow along on this journey. And as always, remember to like, share,